It's Shay.
It's Mimi, and you're listening to The Agenda.
The Agenda.
Hey BFOs, I'm Shay.
And I'm Mimi.
And I'm Nivea Barrera with Compass Realty of Tampa.
Yes, and you're tuned into another episode of The Agenda where my sisters, because we have a guest today, and I are going to talk everything, the good, the bad, everything in between, dating, careers, entrepreneurship, and everything in between.
Yes, and if you don't know, BFO stands for Best Friends Online. Because we want you to feel like you're really just hanging with your girls as we sip this tea. You know.
Yeah, so with that being said, make sure you follow the socials, subscribe to the YouTube, like, share, repost, all of the above. The Agenda is on YouTube at The Agenda Pod.
Yep, and we're also on Instagram at The Agenda. Come check us out and interact.
Yes.
Please comment on our posts.
Period.
And you can also follow me at Queen Miri, KUEENMIRI, Queen with a K.
And me at Shay the Poetess, and that's SCHETHEPOETESS. I think I got it all. Didn't I get it all?
Yes. It's long.
But now that we got all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the real agenda for the day, because y'all, look at this lady, okay?
Yes, God.
Yes.
Let's have a little commotion for the suit.
It's given. Yes.
So this is actually part 2 in our Black Girl Luxury series.
Yes.
All right. In this episode, we're talking Luxe Living.
Yes. So tell us about what you do and, who you are, your business. Give the people, some background.
Right. Thank you. All right. So, guys, as I said earlier, my name is Nivea Barrera. I am a native here in Tampa, Florida. I'm a full-time real estate consultant, professional, whatever you want to call me. I have been in the business for 7 years, come June of this year, and I help any and everybody with their real estate dreams, their goals, whatever you choose to be. If you want to be an investor, first-time home buyer, you're a seller, want to sell your property, definitely call your girl.
Yes. So me and Nivea, we actually worked together a long time ago, way back at this place called, we want to tell you what the place was called.
Look, show the growth.
At HSBC, y'all.
Yes.
At HSBC. So that was actually a real estate company that was based in, I think it was Switzerland based, something like that, y'all. So we kind of go way back and have kept in touch. And I just want to say, I admire everything that you do and just the evolution of you as a woman and your professional and your professionalism and just everything that you do, y'all. Truly bossed up. Like we love to see that. So thank you so much for being here with us.
I appreciate it. I'm so excited to be here. And just as Shay mentioned, we worked together years and years and years ago before I decided to become a realtor. Most people don't know, but I was in the mortgage financial industry for several years, about, I would say 13 to 14 years. So that's what I did. And I met the lovely Shay and we had an opportunity to work together at HSBC.
Yeah. So here we are, y'all, all about connection. All about
The
connection.
glow up is real.
Yes. So you kind of already told us, what you do and told us, about your business or who you work for. So let's just talk about what inspired you to get into real estate, because you have to love it, right?
Absolutely. So what inspired me to get into real estate? This is really a good, interesting question that most realtors, you want to ask your realtors, what inspired you? Because that's so important. So what inspired me as a mom, being in the industry that I originated from in corporate America, being in mortgages, I've processed loans, I've closed loans, I've been on the foreclosure side, the loss mitigation and deed in lieu side. So spending so much time in that arena, I had a conversation with one of my colleagues, and she was like, hey, I'm going to real estate school. And I thought to myself, you know what? I thought about it. It was a thought at one point in time years ago, but that particular moment, it just kind of like resonated with me. And I was so ready and eager for a change for just me and my family. I decided to take the leap of faith. I was holding a full-time job. I went out. I went to school. I studied. I took the state exam. And in 2016, I became licensed. And that's truly what inspired me. I love to help people in the industry that I originated from. I've always been a wealth of knowledge. I've always helped individuals, whether it's just being a servant. You know, I'm a Christian, and just having that heart of kindness and just the strive to want to help in any way possible. I just always had that. So it was nothing for me to just step into this field and do it. And I was a first-time home buyer in 2015, and just my experience was another reason why I decided to take the leap and step out. There was not a lot of me in this industry, so I definitely want to see more of me, my brown girls.
Yes,
so that's what I represent.
y'all. Wow,
So what I'm
love
hearing
it.
is this is a purpose chase.
Absolutely.
Not a paper chase.
Not a paper chase
love it.
whatsoever.
Yes.
And the paper came.
definitely came.
The paper came.
It
Listen.
came, but it was so purposeful for me to just be the face for my culture in Tampa, Florida. You know, I was searching for that realtor, and I just couldn't find that realtor that
so
looked
you
like
became
me,
her.
and I became her.
Yes, that is so beautiful, y'all. And she is the sweetest, because she actually helped me get into the process and understanding, you know, what I would need to become a home buyer. So y'all, she is the sweetest and a pleasure to work with. Efficient, responsive, all of those things. So yeah, y'all.
And I think it's something too when you have someone who looks like you, who understands, you know, your culture, your background, all that good stuff. That is very important.
Very much.
Because you want people to feel comfortable.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about this luxury side, okay? Let's get into this luxury. What is luxury real estate to you?
Ooh, luxury real estate. We have so many agents. We're luxury. Luxury has been ran down to the ground. I'm just gonna keep it real, but luxury as a whole for me, not only is it selling those just multi-million-dollar properties, that's great. That's what we consider luxury when you think about it. But luxury, in my opinion, is the simple fact that, you know, we've searched so long in our culture to become homeowners, to get access to assets, and to put ourselves in a position to purchase. A lot of us, we don't come from those families. So when I look at luxury real estate, it's the simple fact that we put ourselves in a position to purchase. That is a luxury in itself. That is building wealth. You know, real estate is the biggest return in your investment. I cater to my clients. I treat everyone the same. So when you close on that home, whether it's $1 million property, whether it's $200,000, $300,000 property, I'm giving you the luxury experience from start to finish. Luxury to me is owning real estate as a whole.
So tell us about, because I saw you do something towards the end of last year where you blessed all of your buyers with gifts, y'all. So there are perks with working with you. Can you tell us about what prompted you to do that for your buyers?
Yeah, so when I stepped into real estate, and it took me a while to get my first sale, but after my first deal, you know, I made a promise to myself. I said, I'm going to do a good deed. I'm gonna sow a seed. I'm going to do a good deed for one buyer. I've done a lot of good deeds, and I just continued to be consistent with that. So this time I was able to double it up, triple it up to be exact. So I gifted 3 families, just randomly picked them. And I gifted them, I think it was like 50, 65-inch TVs for Christmas.
Wow.
And it was just something that I felt to do on my heart. It was the season of giving. I'm just that type of person. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience. And I just love
I'd be so emotional. I'd be like, oh, that's
what
so
a blessing.
Because it's the reactions for people not expecting things like that. Because, I mean, the world we live in, you don't really expect people to go out of their way for you nowadays. So just to see that you did that and you made some people's day, even maybe season, their month.
You never know.
So
for some, it was a TV. I mean, for others, you never know.
Yeah.
And it was such a blessing to see the smiles on their faces, and it was all just random. You know, I planned it with my guy, my videographer, my husband, but they had no idea that I was coming. Of course, I made sure, hey, you're gonna be home. I had to play it off, but we got it done, and it was the best surprise ever. And some of them didn't even have TVs, you know, like the biggest TV in their living room.
Right.
And just to see that delivery and see the expressions, that was everything for
It'll
me.
probably be me that don't have furniture for a long time after buying a house.
The house is, listen.
Look, y'all.
Kumbaya
Kumbaya on the floor for dinner tonight because it's going to take a minute.
Give me a few months because the house is the gift. Look.
Yes, this is the gift. Right. And shout out to hubby. Yes. We love to see Agenda is pro-Black family here, so we love to see that. So shout out to him for being supportive because it takes a supportive husband to have, you know, the type of success that you have and to be able to maintain that. So shout out to hubby.
Thank you.
Okay, so now that we've kind of covered your journey and what luxury is to you, can you tell us what the real estate outlook here, the luxury real estate market outlook for Tampa is? What do you see? What trends? What's happening in Tampa?
Absolutely. So I'm a native here, so I grew up and I can see the change. There's big things that's going on in Tampa.
Yes.
There's big things that's happening right now in Ybor City where we are taping at. So the luxury lifestyle and just the luxury side of real estate in Tampa is definitely evolving by leaps and bounds, literally. I see so much gentrification that's going on in the inner city. You know, there's so many beautiful condominiums. There's so many beautiful boutique builders that's starting to just revitalize Tampa. We are growing substantially, and I'm now seeing so many different transplants. That mean people that's transplanting from other areas, cities and states and countries, now call Tampa home. And we don't often see that here, but Tampa is just a big melting pot. And I really and truly believe that it's due to the infrastructure and just the big investors that's coming down here and that's really exploring Tampa and investing in the market. That's revitalizing it all.
I think Tampa was actually on a recent list of places to start a business. I know Orlando was and Tampa was. So
that is absolutely true.
Yes.
We also ranked number 1 place to live in Times Magazine. So that was really big for real estate. Definitely.
Y'all, I'm sorry. That sounds really beautiful and everything, but y'all, we full. We full.
We definitely
Please.
full. But guess what? Y'all need a realtor?
Let me ask you. You touched on gentrification, and there's always a lot of, especially within our community, the Black community, gentrification is kind of like that word, like, you know, because it doesn't typically
have a positive connotation.
Yeah, it doesn't have a positive connotation. What are your thoughts on that? Like, how can we kind of turn that around for us to actually see, like, no, we can get in on this too? What is your advice for that, or your thoughts?
Definitely, my thoughts on that is, you know, as a culture, we may not have the resources, and I think it's time for us to start knowing where our resources are, start asking those questions, start networking more, start getting with some of our family members and you know, coming together with the action plan so that, you know, when those investors come into our neighborhoods, we have an action plan, we have the funds, we have the resources to where we can keep our own homes, we can invest in our own communities, and we can build those communities ourselves. You know, it takes a village.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it takes a village, and sometimes we have to go in with partners and family members and friends that we trust so that we can start that process and stay within our own community and build within what we have.
So that means not selling grandma's house.
Absolutely.
Yes, let's pull our funds together to keep grandma's house. Just a couple more questions. Who are some of your favorite builders?
Oh, my favorite builders in Tampa. It's my favorite question. All of them are my favorite questions that you're asking, but my favorite builders here, I have a few. I have some boutique builders, some national builders. So on the national side, I'm going to have to say Arthur Rettenberg is a beautiful luxury builder. If you guys have not heard of Arthur Rettenberg, definitely look them up. I'm going to also say Homes by West Bay is another nice builder here in the Tampa area. Oh gosh, there's so many of them, but definitely those are my top 2. We have Mercedes Home and we have Toll Brothers as well that I think are beautiful, beautiful builders. Yes.
Some that I've never heard of. Yes. So I'm going to rewind
I've
this
heard of one
and take notes. Yes.
The 4 that were mentioned.
Yes. And finally, how about interior designers? Because I know, like, real estate, we don't necessarily focus on designing the inside of the home, you know, how to decorate it. Do you have any favorite interior designers?
So I do have a couple of them, but I'm going to shout one of them out. And she's a dear associate of mine, and we had the opportunity to work together on a project. I'm going to have to say Amber Gray. With Gray Interiors.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. She's definitely ranked number 1 here in Tampa, Florida. Outside of Amber, there is still so many other interior designers. And while we're touching on interior designers, I also think that it plays a big part when it comes down to staging and, you know, selling your property and just preparing to, you know, benefit and profit the max amount of net for your home when you do decide to sell. You definitely want to get a stager in place. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Take notes, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for all of the Luxe talk, the Luxe Living. But let's get into some drama, y'all. We're going to play a game.
Drama. Yeah. You know we at the agenda. Love a good game. And when I say we.
Me. So this
y'all know how I feel about these games.
This game.
But I'm going to play. Look.
This game is called Insecure or Nom. So I want my lovely co-host and guest to reach behind her on the side of you. And you should have 2
right to your right
little cards to your right. Here, hold on. Let me see. Can I hand it to you? You got it? Okay. Yours got a little bent. All right. So here we have our good sis, Issa. Insecure. Or nah, right? So we're just going to ask some random questions, random scenarios, and you just hold up your card for the corresponding answer, okay? Let's get into it. So you want to start us off, or you want me to go?
I sure will.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep it light, the first one. Wearing makeup to the gym.
That's a nah for me.
I'm gonna say no. I don't think it's an insecurity. I think now we live in a social media world where you want to look good, you know, wherever you go. And I know for me, like going to the gym, it's small. You're gonna run into somebody, you know, so you just want to be on your, you know, the top of your game.
So I chose Issa because while I agree. If it's your business, a lot of times you see, like I follow a lot of people on social media that fitness is their business. Wear your makeup, girl. You gotta do your content. But for me, I don't care if I bump into whoever. Look, I'm at the gym. Like, you see what I'm here for. So it's giving Issa just a little bit, but you know, if that's what you do, no shade.
So I would say, let me chime in. For me, honestly, I don't wear any makeup to the gym. I'm just, I'm there to do my thing, get my workout in. I'm sweaty. I'm looking horrible. I don't care. It is what it is. It's life.
Right.
Real and raw.
So is it giving insecure?
Listen, it is definitely giving insecure.
Oh, it's giving. Sure. So you wanted insecure.
So let me just say this. If you got to wear makeup.
Sis is with me.
Yeah.
So sis is with me.
Definitely giving insecure.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get a little controversial. How about plastic surgery? So, you know, that's a big thing right now. Everybody is talking about the BBLs and everything like that. So how do we feel as far as it being an insecurity or not here right now? What we think? I'm going to go. Let's not all go at once.
You think plastic surgery is insecure?
So let me tell y'all why.
Look.
And it's not insecure. It's not insecure in a bad way, but it's you recognize something in yourself that you don't fully like. So you want to change it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that having an insecurity in your body and not being happy with how you look, there's nothing wrong with that. You want to change it. And that's fine. Like I'm not against it. I don't have a problem with it, but I do think that it's an insecurity and it's okay.
I believe that if you don't like something, change it. I'm all for that. My only little caveat would say I wish that more people would be honest about it instead of, especially because, like, you know, we are into fitness. We talk about that. So I follow a lot of fitness people. If you know you got your body done and you work out, it's okay. Like, just say that, you know, just that's the part of your journey. But don't make people think that you done lost 300 pounds just, you know, in a in 5 months just because, or you know, you got your booty looking like that after doing 2 months of squats.
When you know that's not going.
Cause sis, cause I'm gonna look at you like, nah, I done did squats for 2 months and
my booty don't look
it wasn't
like
sitting
that.
like that. So yeah, just be honest. I don't think it's insecure. Do what makes you happy.
Right.
Listen, y'all, I'm just gonna say after I dropped this baby.
Oh look, wait a
I
minute.
done slipped up.
Wait a minute, cause that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation.
I might be on.
Y'all heard that,
I might be
BFOs?
on somebody's table. Period.
Y'all heard that. I'm having another niece and nephew.
Anyway.
I'm having.
Anyway, give your opinion. You
Yeah,
chose not.
definitely not an insecure move for me. I support it. I agree with her for sure. Definitely, if you're gonna do it, just keep it real. Just keep it real. So
keep
coming
it
from a
real.
mom's point of view, sometimes us, we have multiple babies. We can't work that flab off. We can't work certain things off. So hey, we gotta lay down on that table and let it do what it do.
Hey,
Yeah.
and that's your prerogative.
Yep,
Exactly.
and that's your business, as our good
Right.
sis Tab would say.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Let's do a couple more. How do we feel? Oh, you want to go ahead, sis, and give you? give
sure
your example?
will.
Sorry, I was gonna go right ahead.
Okay, this is a little funny. I want to hear how I feel about it though. Stick on baby hairs.
What?
It is definitely a thing. I know y'all saw it.
People are doing that?
Yes, it's
Like
stick
commonly?
on, like no, like literally like a. You seen it
Like
stick on
outside of a
baby
hair
hairs.
show?
Yeah,
just regular. You walking outside with your baby
almost
hair
like a
stuff?
tattoo.
Girl. Yes. Like a kid's tattoo on
Yep.
paper with baby hair.
That's I'm I'm sorry. Okay, sis, you go. Like
I'm gonna
Be for
say
real. Look.
because I mean I have to see it, but I feel like that's just like it's an accessory. It's you're adding something to your hairstyle. I don't know if it's a certain kind of hairstyle that you have that you want.
I've seen
this
it with
or
like
certain-
buns and stuff. You
a
know, when your
certain
edges start
look.
leaving.
Now, if your edge is gone and you trying to stick on baby hairs, then yes, that would be an insecurity.
That's what we talking about.
So like you ain't got no edges.
Yes, like you know when you try to do a little bun, it's usually girls that's trying to do a slick back or something, and they got the little, they need a little extra because you know the edges
Okay.
start
Well, if
leaving.
your edge is gone, then yeah, because that's why you're doing it. You're trying to cover up the fact that you ain't got no edges. Okay, but if you're just doing it to enhance your look or something, because I feel like that's just like the lace fronts with
so
the baby
put both
hairs.
of your cards up.
Yeah, I'm
At this point,
it
she need.
depends,
At this
y'all.
point, she needs to put up both of her cards.
It depends. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like sis. But I'm gonna kind of go with your answer a little bit. I do like the way she phrased that. I don't have a problem with it. It's an insecurity because you don't have any edges, and that's what you feel like you need to do. Then do it, but please, like, unless we're talking alopecia, like that's a whole nother conversation. But if you just getting your hair too tight and you need to grow your edges back, do what you need to do to grow your edges back. Like that is not a permanent fix. Like take care of your hair. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree with both of these ladies. I'm going with the Issa insecure. That's a bit too much for me.
Look, you ain't
Now,
know
you
what
don't
you
got
was
no
getting into, huh?
edges. Come on now, we got to work with it. We got to put the oil. We got to
Yeah.
Self-care.
nourish the hair. Nourish the hair. Let's go see some specialists. Let's see your beautician.
Come on, specialist.
Let's get it
'cause this
right.
thing's
Let's
out
get it
here.
right.
It is.
Let's slap a wig on, not the tattooed. I don't know what it is.
I don't
Baby
know.
hairs.
I mean, get you a lace
tattoo
front.
baby hair.
Look, get you a lace front
Yep.
and just glue
Because
the
people been doing that for
do
years.
the edges down. That's all. All right. I guess last one. I am going to say, how about sharing locations with your significant other? I wanted to go with some, but I'm gonna go with that one. Sharing locations.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, I'm gonna put up both. Too.
I almost want to put both up too. I almost want to put both up. I'm gonna just. I think I'm gonna go with this now.
So go, sis. Why you pick both?
So I pick both because I think it depends on what stage, like why you're doing it. So boyfriend and girlfriend, as my boyfriend, you don't really need to know where I'm at. Like again, it may be certain circumstances I can see, but we just dating. I'm not sharing my location. Like you don't need to know where they at. Like it's just. But if we're talking about marriage, right? You're married, and let's say your husband has like a certain kind of job, like he's a truck driver or another type of dangerous job where you might need to see, you know, they work, I don't know, they go on for 2 or 3 days at a time. They travel a lot. I can see that. Like, okay, you want to make sure they're okay in case you can't get them on the phone, whatever the case may be. You know,
I'm gonna say that's
okay
cute, but if I'm sharing my body, guess what? We sharing everything. So that includes locations. That includes everything. Now, if we are, you know, just in the courting phase and no bodies are being shared, then you know, it kind of depends on the situation. If I'm going out, you know, that night, I might share, you know, my location while I'm out, things like that. But once we cross that line of mixing and matching locations,
not mixing and matching,
whatever. I don't think it's an insecurity. I don't see a problem with it.
Switching locations, positions.
Right. I don't see a problem with it, honestly.
Right. I don't see an issue with it either. I went with this, and I want to speak on that. You touched on a really good, you stated something really great that resonate with me and my career. So as a realtor, as a woman agent, I'm in and out of different properties. I have all different kind of clients. So for sure, my location is on for protection purposes for my husband, my kids. You know what I mean? Things happen. We live in a crazy world. So I'm going to say, yeah, it's definitely not insecure. I think it's needed. It serves a purpose for me.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think we kind of all probably picked insecure with the intent of why. Now, if there's been a trust issue and that's why the location is having to be shared, then yes, that's an insecurity issue. So
there we go.
Yeah.
I like the way you put that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
A little juicy,
Look, that was
juicy
fun.
little game or whatever. Yes, y'all. So we hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Did you have fun with us today, Nivea?
Yes.
We had an amazing time talking to you, and y'all definitely follow her. Tell the people where they can find you
So
again.
my handles, social media handles, my Instagram and my TikTok is Nivea B _ my realtor. You can find me on Facebook as well as Nivea Barrero, Florida real estate agent, and on LinkedIn as Nivea Barrero.
Yes, y'all make sure y'all follow her, follow our guests, show love. Y'all, let's level up. Let's become homeowners.
Yes.
Luxury homeowners. And all of the above.
And I like what you said. Home ownership is luxury as well.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yes.
let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Yes. Well, I'm Shay.
And I'm Mimi.
And I'm Nivea Barrero.
And you've been tuned into the agendas.
Until next
Stay tuned,
time.
y'all.
See you, BFOs.